Hello, my beautiful audience and all the loyal fans out there, especially those who've been riding this emotional roller coaster between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan since day one. If you've ever found yourself staring at the screen, heart pounding, wondering what's really going on between these two powerhouses, then buckle up. Because what just happened has left fans absolutely speechless, and we're about to take you through every twist, whisper, and tear-filled reaction. Xiao Zhan, the beloved actor with that angelic smile and soft-spoken charm, has finally opened up. And not just about his career or an upcoming drama. He's finally broken his silence on Wang Yibo. Yes, that Wang Yibo. The motorcycle-riding, sharp-eyed superstar who once shared screen space with Xiao Zhan in a drama that practically rewrote the rules of fandom. And what Xiao Zhan said. It wasn't just a casual mention. It was delicate, layered, and filled with that quiet honesty that only someone with history could ever speak with. The moment it dropped, fans all over the world gasped, froze, and immediately hit replay, trying to catch every nuance in his tone, every flicker in his expression. Because sometimes, it's not what's said, it's what's felt. Let's rewind a little, shall we? Back when The Untamed aired, no one could have predicted what was coming. The bond between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan on screen was electric, but what fans couldn't shake was the off-screen chemistry. Those glances, subtle laughs, and unscripted moments that hinted at something deeper. And while both stars continued to grow in fame, taking on new projects, endorsements, and accolades, the questions never really stopped. Are they close? Did something happen behind the scenes? Was it just a drama bond? Or was it something more? Xiao Zhan has always been known for keeping his personal life guarded. He rarely comments on rumors. He prefers to speak through his work, his music, his smile. But that's what made this moment so shocking. Because, during a recent interview, when asked about important relationships in his life, Xiao Zhan paused. He looked thoughtful, almost nostalgic. Then, softly, he said a name that millions have been waiting to hear, Wang Yibo. It wasn't just the mention. It was the weight behind it. He said, sometimes, there are people who enter your life during a very important chapter. Even if you don't talk every day, their presence leaves something lasting. And with Yibo, that chapter changed a lot of things. That was it. Just a few lines. But that was all it took. The internet exploded. Fans dissected every second of the clip. His eyes. His smile. The slight hesitation before he said Yibo. Some called it closure. Others called it a new beginning. And many were just trying to process the emotional floodgates that had opened with such a simple, sincere acknowledgement. Because here's the truth. Xiao Zhan didn't owe anyone a statement. He didn't need to address the past. But he did. And he did it with so much quiet respect and emotion that even fans who had moved on felt something pull them right back in. Across Weibo, Twitter, and TikTok, hashtags surged. #XiaoZhanYibo moment. #speechless after Zhan. #WangZian reel started trending in multiple countries. People weren't just reacting, they were feeling everything all over again. And Wang Yibo, though he hasn't directly commented, fans noticed something eerie the same day. On his personal social media, he posted a song. No caption. Just a soft, instrumental track. Some say it's coincidence. But longtime fans, they know better. The timing, the tone, it said more than words ever could. And this is what makes their story so timeless. It's not just about two stars who shared a drama. It's about timing, silence, and everything in between. About how some relationships don't need labels or constant validation to matter. About how some people leave fingerprints on your heart, even if the world never sees it. Let's talk about the fan reactions. One fan wrote, "I waited years to hear Xiao Zhan say his name. Now I don't know whether to cry or hope again." Another posted, "This isn't closure. This feels like a door was quietly unlocked." And others. They created tribute videos, spliced with behind-the-scenes clips, that now rack up millions of views, echoing the emotions of an entire generation of fans who fell in love with a story they were never meant to be a part of, but somehow became family to. And here's the beautiful thing. Whether you believe they were just colleagues, best friends, or something deeper, what Xiao Zhan did was give fans validation. He acknowledged that bond. He honored it. And in today's world, where public figures are constantly pressured to either confirm or deny, to label and explain, he chose something far more powerful. He chose honesty. Now imagine this. It's years from now. Maybe they reunite for a new project. Maybe they cross paths at an award show. And in that moment, fans won't be watching to see if they hug or smile. They'll be watching with hearts full of all the years they believed, hoped, and cherished the memory of what once was. Because now, it's real. It's out there. Some connections are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they're there, shining quietly in the background, reminding you that some stories don't need to be loud to be unforgettable. So to every fan still hanging on to the moments, to every new viewer discovering the magic for the first time, and to everyone who just wants to believe in something genuine, this one's for you. Thank you for staying, for listening, for believing. Because without you, this story wouldn't still be alive. Without your love and your loyalty, those few words from Xiao Zhan might have just faded quietly. But instead, they've become a spark that's reignited everything. So, what do you think? Was it closure? Was it a quiet confession? Or was it something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's relive the journey together. And to Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, thank you. For the story, the silence, and now, the spark.